I tried to find out more information. Nobody could really tell me, and How are you doing today? I hope you are all doing very well. I'm a little tired, but don't worry. Today I have my ItWorks story for you. So please stay tuned because this should be a lot of fun. Let's roll the intro.
Hello everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. My name is Beth, or Queen of Spade. Please do give this video a like, subscribe if you're new here. Now, without further ado, let's throw some spade.
So when I signed up for ItWorks, little disclaimer, I was actually very overweight at the time. When I had my daughter, I had gained 180 pounds. You heard that right, 180, yes. My daughter was actually 11 pounds, 13 ounces at birth, so she was huge. They were like, you gave birth to a 2-month-old. I was like, oh no, thank you. But yes, so she was huge, and when my husband and I first got together, I was 113 pounds, so I'm used to being a tinier girl. It was a lot for me to gain 180 pounds. It was really hard for me, and this was a couple years after I had my daughter. I had been trying to lose the weight for a while. My doctors told me to go slowly with it, you know, because you never want to go really fast. And it's kind of the thing about places like ItWorks, right? So basically what happened was I had a friend of mine that I knew from my hometown, and she was doing ItWorks. She seemed to be pretty successful. She'd asked me a couple times if I wanted to try the hair, skin, and nails. I don't need more hair. I don't. So I was like, no, I'm good, sorry. But I kind of watched her. Traction marketing works, guys. And I saw that she looked really successful. I was like, oh, she looks like she's having all kinds of fun. Fast forward a few months, and there was a sale. A huge sale going on at ItWorks. Now, right before this, my husband had injured himself at work. He could not work anymore. He had to take time off, and he had to recuperate from injuring himself. So we were on disability, which it doesn't pay you a lot at all, right? What happened was, I'm sitting on Facebook one day, huge sale being posted at ItWorks, and right around the same time I get a message, right? And it's, hey girl, I love your page. Your page is so great. It's so awesome. I think you're so funny. You'd be perfect for this. It was someone I didn't know, but I was like, all right, what you got to say, girl? What you got to say? I, took the bait, listened to her. She told me there was a huge sale going on at the company and that I could sign up for dirt cheap. Now, this was actually a little bit before my birthday. It was June, and I was like, ooh, maybe this can be like part of my birthday present. I can get my husband to like buy me a business. That would be so cool. I go to my husband and I'm like, hey, babe, I want to do ItWorks. And he's like, no, I don't want you to get into those things. They're awful. That's like a pyramid scheme. You're not doing that. And I'm like, but babe, I saw one of my friends doing it, and she's doing really well. Like, she's making money. We can make money. You like money. I like money. Let's make money. No, you don't make money on it. You're going to end up buying a bunch of crap that we're not going to be able to sell, and then I'm going to have a bunch of stuff in my basement. And I'm like, no, I promise, I'm good at this. Like, I've worked in sales before, and that's the thing. have worked in sales before. So I'm like, I will be perfect. I know how to sell. I'm great in person selling even. I can do it on Facebook, no problem. It'll be a cinch. I'm going to make a lot of money with this. We're going to be fine. I'll help so many people. It's going to be great. They said that they were going to set me up too with social media and stuff. You know, I've wanted to do social media for a long time, and I've been, doing it with writing and whatnot. Let's get this going. And he was like, oh, okay, maybe let me think on it. I bugged my husband for 2 days. 2 days. I was like, please, come on, let me do it. Come on. Finally, my husband is like, okay, I need to shut her up. How much is it? Well, it was about $20 to sign up when it's usually $100. So he's like, okay, well, at least there's a deal. So I do it. And I do it under someone that I don't really know, just met a couple days ago. But I'm doing it because I'm remembering my friend that I do know, and she was doing well. Why I didn't sign up under her is simply, I think, because she didn't ask me at the time and someone else did. I just want to preface all this by saying I don't have a problem with any of the people that I did ItWorks with. I actually was pretty lucky. My team wasn't too much drama at all. When someone left, there would be no, oh, this person's so awful. My team at ItWorks was actually pretty good for that. At least I didn't see any of that, and I didn't experience any of that. When I did leave, there wasn't much drama. So I don't have a problem with anyone that I did ItWorks with. I have an issue with the company and the things that they kind of put into those people's heads that are doing it that make them think certain things are okay. So I sign up for ItWorks. I get pretty close, I think, to my upline. We become pretty good friends. We're talking every day. How you do. I'm added into several Facebook groups. Oh my God, guys. I think ItWorks has 70 Facebook groups that they add you to. They got training groups, they got 90-day groups, they got diet groups, they got keto groups, they got all that stuff. Now, at the time, keto actually wasn't a thing. It became a thing while I was with them. That was fun. I sign up, get added to all these groups, and I go to start sending out my website link. And it's not sending out. And I'm like, yo, why can't I send my website link out on Facebook? What's going on? And my upline is like, oh, well, here's the thing. We have been flagged as spam on Facebook. So we can't actually post up our website. Our website is automatic spam. And every time you try to put in www.itworks.com on Facebook, it just spams out. Can't send it. Messenger, can't post it, can't put it on your page. So you have to find other ways to do it, and then you have to tell people to copy and paste the link into the web browser. Okay, now this is a problem. For anyone out there that does social media, which I had already kind of been dabbling in for a bit, they know that people are not going to want to copy and paste a link and put it up in the browser. They just want to click it and go there. So that's my first red flag. So I'm kind of like, well, that's weird. Like, why would we be spam? So I get told, oh, well, a bunch of people, they just don't like our company and that we were bothering them. And some of the people in the company cold message and spam people. So we got reported a bunch. And now we're just spam. I'm like, okay, that's going to be difficult, but whatever. I'm just going to keep going, keep doing my thing. I worked in sales. I'll be good. We're going to sell this. It'll be all right. So I start, doing the trainings. I get very into them. But as I'm doing them, I'm realizing I'm supposed to be at home working and able to spend time with my family. Now, all day long, I'm supposed to be posting in Facebook groups, talking to people, trying to get them to buy stuff, join the team. In the evening, there's training calls, there's Zoom meetings to do training. Each one of those is like an hour long. So I start feeling like it's taking up a lot of my time. And it's taking up a lot of my time, and I'm not making much money. So when I did ItWorks, I made about $54 the first month. And that's because I had my 3 loyal customers. I had four friends of mine that were like, yes, okay, we support you in whatever you do. We'll buy the products. Cool. Like friends of mine I had had since high school. You know. So I had my 3 loyal customers, and so I made a little bit of a profit, and I ended up getting a $130 bonus from the company. However, the $130 bonus from the company can only be used to buy products from the company, or like clothing. They have shirts. I got videos with me wearing a shirt. You know, I bought all that stuff. Yeah, I did. I order some greens. I do the wraps. The wraps don't do what I thought they were going to do. I feel like there's maybe a little bit of a difference. Like my skin looks a little bit better, probably because it's moisturized like crazy, and it's like putting saran wrap on. So yeah, your skin is going to look maybe a little bit better and more moisturized when you take it off. Other than that, I didn't really see much of a difference. So I had a really hard time doing before and after shots of wraps, trying to show a difference. I'm being told to manipulate the pictures. I have a little bit of an issue with it. I'm kind of like, I don't want to do that. I'm not a fake. I can't be fake. So I'm like, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I have to post them as is. Like, I can't be doing different angles and stuff. And if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work for me. But I gotta post it how it is, guys. I'm sorry. I cannot manipulate the pictures. I'm having a really hard time. I'm putting them out there. I'm not getting any sales. I'm not getting any money, and I kind of start to realize that maybe my husband was right. Maybe he was right. I want to give it one more big go, and I do a Zoom training call. Now, for those of you that haven't heard yet, I have complex post-traumatic stress disorder, and so I'm on medication. I've been doing counseling for years. And so I do this Zoom call with ItWorks, and they start discussing their confianza. And it's supposed to relieve stress from your body so that when you feel stressed, your body doesn't like feel the effects of the stress. And I'm like, okay, that sounds like it could be a cool aid. You know, like if you're a stressed out person and you take these, it might help relieve the effects on your body. That sounds like it could be a thing. But my issue was when they started to have other distributors on the call that actually started to discuss how they had gone off their mental health medication and were now taking Confianza. And one of those people actually also had PTSD. And as somebody with it, I was like, I don't know if you should go off medication with this disorder and trust Confianza from ItWorks. It's a bad idea. I have my social service worker. Before this, I worked in mental health. One of the things that we did was medication management with clients. And I was like, I can't stand for this. I can't stand for this. I could take the SMART model and use it for a training video. Yeah, we reacted to that. But I can't like throw out all I know about medication management and mental health and tell people to take Confianza instead. Very dangerous. We can't be out here doing that. Why are we doing that? And nobody could really tell me. I tried to find out more information. Nobody could really tell me. And I kind of went, I don't like this. So I started to fall back. I went and got a job. I actually went and got a job, and that's how me and Badwick Productions met. Now, at this point, I had been with the company for about 5 months or so. So we're going into almost Christmas time, and I, of course, am working full-time now. I haven't had much time to work my biz as a boss babe, and so I'm not making much. Now, at that time, I decided that I should probably just pull out of this whole ItWorks thing because it wasn't doing much for me. And I realized that I had been doing some trainings on people that weren't on my team, and that wasn't going to help me because I had to concentrate on me and my success, and it was just all very hard for me. My upline had actually put me underneath her husband, and she had signed him up behind his back and kind of sounded like she wanted me to do the same to my husband. I wasn't really into it. So I had only signed up a couple people under me, and one of them dropped out almost right away. It just wasn't looking good. I hadn't made much money. I only made $54 for 3 months, and then all my loyal customers left, and I couldn't find any more. One of my friends, actually, that was a loyal customer of mine, paid $50 her 3rd month to get out of being a loyal customer because she didn't want the products anymore because one of the products actually almost hurt her. She had a health condition, and she didn't disclose it. And I didn't know to really ask the right questions. They don't teach you that, and that's very dangerous. When you're working in health and wellness and you're handing out products like that, you need to be more educated. And the issue with MLMs is that the people that hand out these products were not educated in that. I don't know anything about health and wellness, guys. Social work, yes. Health and wellness, no. So, I was kind of not even in an area that I knew much about, and it was just looking dangerous to me, you know, especially after the whole Confianza thing. I'm going, I don't know, I don't think these things are a good idea at all. I had written one of my friends, and she was actually very big into the anti-MLM community. And she had started to send me some information, and I was like, ooh, I don't like what I'm seeing here. Ooh, I gotta get out of these things. I just kind of fell back. I slowly didn't work my business anymore. I had started YouTube a couple months prior when I was doing all the training, and I got really into it for a few months because I was a hun bought. We're going to be reacting to me another time on this channel because I got another video similar to that one, and it's funny. So I was very big into it. I decided I was going to start YouTube to do ItWorks and use YouTube to help grow my ItWorks business at one point. I did 2 videos on here. Didn't really share them. Just kind of put them up and let them sit. Did like a little intro. And when I started my channel back in October, I had to delete all that. I was like, I forgot. I wanted to do this for ItWorks at one point. Oh no, now I'm going to be doing it for AntiMLM. Well, that's kind of funny. Let's go. But I did delete all that. So I decide that I'm just gonna just kind of dip out. Hopefully they won't really notice. And they kind of did it. And I have to be honest, at first I was like, wait, they don't even notice I'm gone? Like, none of them have really asked me much lately. Did they just get the hint? What's going on here? I thought we were friends. And slowly everybody that I thought I had been friends with were dropping off the map, and I wasn't talking to them anymore, including my upline. And that kind of hurt, because I thought that she and I had at least become friends. Fast forward a few more months, and I'm sitting on Facebook, and that upline comes to me and she says, I'm leaving ItWorks. I'm going to go join Modere. And a bunch of people are coming with me, and I'd really like you to be on my team. At that point, I was dumb and I joined Sensi. And that is another story for next week. However, I will say that my main issue with ItWorks as a business, besides the whole how they spam people, obviously, that's why they're kicked off Facebook, besides the whole MLM hunbotness, my main issue is they do not educate people enough on health and wellness. The education and the training is all about how to grow your business and how to sell products. You don't get much education on the products. There's not much science. We do science! There's not much science. So it's a lot of pseudoscience. And the one thing that got me is when you tell people that have mental health issues to stop taking medication and take your product instead, that's extremely dangerous. That could be really harmful to somebody. And I just think that that's something that that company should really stop doing. They pretend like they don't do things like this, but as we know, they do. Now, another thing that I had an issue with is their compliance. Their compliance center kicked me out of the company in 6 months 3 different times for posting what my upline posted. I did a copy pasta job. I got reported, I got in trouble, and they actually boot you from the business. Now, I had no clue. So the first time this happened, I was like, what do you mean I lost my business? I own my business. They told me I was the CEO of my own business. What do you mean? I've lost it and I'm kicked out. But that's what happens. So I had been loud. I'm loud. Apparently I know how to get attention. And so I had a few people in the anti-MLM community that were like, oh, this new ItWorks girl, she gotta go. And they had reported my Twitter because I had all my sales pitches on Twitter, all my products and stuff. So they reported me for spam, like my entire Twitter. I got kicked off of Twitter. That's why I got kicked off of Twitter with my first Twitter. Then they started reporting me to compliance for posts that I was doing on Facebook. And I was very confused because one of the times it was over the hair, skin, and nails. And it was me, literally, I had copy and pasted what was on their website that they said hair, skin, and nails did into my post. And then compliance was like,
you're saying that it can do things that it cannot do.
and I was like, well, then so is your website. You might want to fix that. It works. What do you mean? There's a lot of that going on also when I was in the company. So for me, there wasn't bullying from the other Huns. It was actually the anti-MLM community. And this is why when I do these videos, I'm kind of like, guys, don't do that. Don't go for them. Don't come for any of the Huns. It's not good. All that did is make me want to push harder in my MLM when that happened. I went, oh, now they don't want me to stop. Now I'm really going to keep going because that's how I work. So don't do that. That's not helpful for anyone. You're just going to get them to be a bigger Hun bot, and that's basically what it did for me. The best thing to do is to talk to people with respect, talk to them nicely, send them resources, send them to the Reddit, you know, things like that. Send them educational links. I've even sent some people links on the manipulation tactics to be like, read through this too. I just want you to understand this is why you feel like you're so into this. It's worked for me a couple times. I have since I've left MLMs. I've saved a few Huns talking privately with them. And I feel really good about that. I think that that's what we should be doing out here. It's not just about putting out videos and telling our stories and whatnot, but it's also about actually handing out the information as often as you can, actually talking to them as best as you can in the nicest way possible about the harms and the dangers, sending them information, and really trying to spread the real awareness of what these companies do. What did you do? Sorry, my daughter is home today, obviously, so I'm sorry if there's been some background noise during this video. Anyway, when I left ItWorks, I didn't really have a lot of drama. I just kind of left all of the Facebook groups, you know, all 500 of them, and I, you know, just kind of left. But the one thing that sticks out for me about that part of it is how nobody stayed friends with me. Everyone just dropped right off the face of the earth. As soon as I stopped doing ItWorks, we just didn't know each other anymore. That was hurtful. That hurt, you know? I was like, oh, thought I made some friends here. Apparently I just made business partners. I'm sorry. And I feel like a lot of us talk about that part of when we leave. It's a very hurtful experience. It's like, oh, I thought I had a sisterhood, a group of friends, and now they're all gone. Crap. And the other thing that really bothered me about all of this looking back, and what actually got me to start my channel to begin with and start really diving deeply after I left Scentsy, which again, stay tuned next week. My Scentsy story will be out next week. What I realized when I was looking back is that I didn't do any research into it. I love research. I get bored during the day and I just start researching things. I'll be like, I wonder how much water an elephant can fit in its trunk. I'm just gonna go look that up. I'm a weird person like that, okay? So I was seriously like, why didn't I research into these? What happened to me? Where did I go? Because I research everything before I do it. And if I had researched MLMs, I would have found some of the anti-MLM stuff, wouldn't have ever gotten involved. And this is why we need to pump out this content. We need to get it out to as many people as we can and keep going, because we need to drown them out, basically, out here on social media. We need to make it so that every time someone looks up MLMs, we pop up instead with the real information instead of some manipulative sales pitch. So guys, that was my ItWorks story. I know it's not crazy exciting. I do have some videos that will be reacting to my old ItWorks self because I like to make fun of myself. If I'm going to be out here throwing spade at Huns, I got to be able to throw it at myself. It's kind of a rule that I have. You can't make fun of other people if you can't laugh at yourself, right? So we're going to be getting into that. Next week on Monday, I'm going to be doing my Scentsy story. There was a little bit more drama with Scentsy. So that's probably the juicy tea one that you're going to want to watch. So guys, until then, well, not until then, I'll be back Wednesday. I'll be back Friday. I do videos a few times a week. But yeah, until I tell you that story, that's it for my story time videos. And no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, I hope that you are all having a fabulous day. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye!
Yeah, yeah.